I have a close knit group of friends who can't meet up as often as we'd like, but whenever we do, it's an emotional roller coaster ride. After a few minutes of broadly catching up on major events in our lives, we dig deep. All of us would let out the things that are bothering us, our frustrations. There's some gossiping and lots of whining and even some sobbing. There are laughs, hugs, tears, and silence too. We would end up lighter just knowing that there is someone to lend a listening ear, knowing that our lives are not perfect. Even when our social media feed shows the best sides of our lives, and that no one here is judging us anyway. We've admitted many times that we could compete for an award for being the best whiner of all times. All of us except one. She is the happiest and calmest person I have met. She would always be there to listen, never speak anything negative, and would always have a smile on her face, irrespective of all the lows she's facing in her life. I always wanted to borrow some of her positivity. Then one day, her younger sister, who was suffering from a terminal illness, passed away. Their family had put in all their savings towards treatments, their prayers, and every ounce of hope into fighting the inevitable. But eventually, the day happened. We all went to see our friend to be by her side, but when we met her, we saw the same expressions of calm and smiles as if it was just another meetup. She quietly dismissed any offer of support. On one hand, I thought she was so strong and that she was coping so well. But on the other hand, I felt sad for her. No amount of knowing can actually prepare someone to bear the weight of losing a loved one. And it's okay to lean on your loved ones. Uh, I somewhat felt sorry for her, for her emotions seemed so repressed that she couldn't open up to her closest friends. When the door is shut, it's difficult to support. I understand that everyone can have different ways of dealing with sorrow, and each person may have a different way to express emotions. My only hope was that she had at least some outlet, even if it wasn't her friends. How do you cope with sorrow? And what do you think might be the best way to support our loved one when they're heartbroken?